bored we have with fun with propane heaters. All right, so here's my propane heater. This big old thing here. It's a big old tower thing that goes in the backyard. You see what I'm saying? Well, what I get sick and tired of is that I buy this unit, it's my unit, but yet you feel that you have a right as a manufacturer to put all the safety baby crap on it. Look, when I press a damn switch, I want the fire to come on. But what you gotta do is you gotta press it in, turn it to the pilot, hold the pilot on for 30 seconds, wait for the thermocouple to heat up. Well, screw all that crap. I want to turn it on and have it on. I'm going to show you how to bypass a thermocouple if you're like me and you're tired of dealing with having to hold that damn switch for a minute and a half, 2 minutes, 3 minutes sometimes when the thermal stuff starts getting old. I'll show you how to bypass it. You ready? Here it is. First of all, you got to pull this cover off over here to access everything, okay? Now, up over in here, you're going to see this is the thermocouple, okay? That's the thermocouple. Here's a main igniter wire, and here is the tube that gives you propane. So you follow this wire down, okay? The thermocouple wire, and it comes over to this tilt switch, okay? Well, I don't really give a shit. If I want to tilt this thing to move it and I want to keep it on, that's on me. Thing's got a huge damn base. It's not going to tip over and catch anything on fire, so bypass that. Take the two wires off, wire the two damn wires together, and your tilt switch disabled. Now, what happens, this thermocouple up here, when it gets hot and the fire's lighting on it, it actually produces a tiny bit of electricity, okay? So that electricity comes through into this tip switch, and if that tip switch sees there's a little ball that rolls around in there, if that tip switch is good, and it's right where it's supposed to be, and it's not tipped over, it will send power through. You get connectivity through here, okay? Which will send wire, or power, into the back of this valve over to here, okay? Now, this little piece in here screws down to this thing inside of here. There's actually a little tiny electromagnet in there. Well, I'm going to show you how to disable it, okay? So first things first, you got to unscrew these screws, okay? I already took two of them out, okay? I'm unscrewing the last one. Don't worry, nothing's going to pop out at you, okay? So here you go. That's the valve, okay? Here's a little electric magnet right here. See, click, okay? Now what happens is that when you press this thing in, over here, this knob, okay? You see it goes all the way through and presses that little tip. See that? That black tip inside of there? See how it presses it? Well, that presses this dang thing, okay? Well, when you press and hold it long enough, there's enough electricity in it that this little magnet in here actually gets held on. Well, if you bypass this whole spring and valve mechanism, then what happens is that the gas bypasses from the bottom hole down here, which is where the pipe comes through. It comes through here, through this, and into here, and up through your jet. Ooh, let me see if I can do that again. So it comes down through here, and then into here, which goes up through your jet, and this is your main jet down over in there, okay? So to bypass this, it's simple. You simply take this little E-clip off right here. Man, why won't this thing focus? Come on, maybe I'm too close. Let me see if I can zoom in from out here. Maybe that will help. I don't know, it's not really any good. Okay, well anyways, just know there's a little clippy here, okay? So you pop that little clippy out with a screwdriver, you take this valve off, and problem solved, okay? Let me show you how that works, but I'm going to pause it for a sec because I need two hands to do this. Okay, so I took the little E-clip off. See, it's right down here. There it is. Okay, that little E-clip comes off. This little valve pulls off. The spring pulls off. Simple. Throw that shit in the trash, okay? Garbage. Take this here. See, there's a seal right around here. Make sure your seal's still there so it doesn't leak propane all over. Screw that dang thing back on. And let me show you how it reacts as soon as I get done with this. Hang on. Okay, so now it's back on. It's screwed back in. And now, I turn my gas on. Make sure you turn your gas off before you start this. Now, I'm push in. Go past the pilot, past the click. Now listen. On. Off. You hear the hiss? No more waiting for the stupid thermocouple to light. Now, that's how you bypass it. And oh, and let me show you which one this is. This one over here is, let me show you the parts. This one over here is Kirkland's brand. Let's see if I can find a model number on this stupid thing so you know. It doesn't look like there is one anywhere. Well, I don't know where it's at, but this is what it is. It's a Kirkland brand. It's supposed to have a dome over the top, so one of those big caps that go over. But anyways, Okay, so that's how you bypass it, and I also did the same thing with my fire pit in the backyard, because again, with the same thing with that, I get so stinking tired of doing that. So here's my fire pit in the backyard. I bought this, runs on propane, comes through here, okay? This one over here, little propane slider thing. So I did the same thing on that, and it's really simple, okay? You just have to take out that thermocouple, take off the little valve, and the construction of the valve is always a little different. Just look at it and it'll make sense to you, okay? Well, at least I hope it is. Anyways, you take that thing out, and all these things will work. Now, two things. Number one, do this at your own risk. And number two, this does take all the safety features out of it. So what the thermocouple does is that if the pilot light goes out or the wind blows your flame out, this will just keep hissing propane constantly. And that could be a fire hazard if somebody's smoking or something like that and is so stupid and they can't smell the propane, then yeah, there's a minor chance of a fire. Now, if you do this indoor, don't do it indoors. This is for outdoor equipment, not indoor equipment, because indoors the propane doesn't blow away. It can actually get to a level where it's explosion hazard. So only do this to outdoor equipment. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that the tip switch is off, and so that means if you're roughhousing, throwing a football, somebody throws it, it tips over, and it falls next to anything, and you're too stupid to pick it up like a retard, yeah, it could catch some shit on fire because it will not turn itself off. In fact, it might even melt some things internally and cause a serious issue. So again, these are all the safety features that they have designed to make it nice and safe for the average consumer, which typically are idiots. Well, if you're like me and you're not an idiot, and if you smell propane, just shut the fucking thing off, and if it tips over, you'll pick it up, then you don't need these stupid safety features. So that's how you make things far more dangerous when you get bored. Later.